Death is the enemy. The first enemy and the last.
But we all die.
The enemy always wins.
Now that we have discussed the full strength of the North and the full strength of the South, we're going to talk about the overrated Army of the Dead. I mean, it's overrated. I'm just saying, like, don't shoot the messenger. How many whites does the Night King have? Well, he has at least 100,000 whites. Mance's army was over 100,000 strong when they attacked the wall. Whoever Stannis didn't kill went to Hardhome, less the 2,000 that stayed with Tormund. So the Night King gained a lot of men at Hardhome, but the Night King has been collecting bodies for a long time now. He was attacking the back of lines as the wildlings marched to different places from here to there. He also gained men at the Fist of the First Men, but Daenerys also incinerated and drowned a lot of those whites at the Frozen Lake. He probably has about 125,000 whites, and maybe more. The Night King also has giants. It looks as though he has at least 5 giants, but he probably has even more than that, to be honest, because they're just gonna give him so much shit. He also will have like undead animals like polar bears and direwolves and mammoths and ice spiders, and of course Viserion. So the most important part of the Night King's army is the Night King himself, and secondly the White Walkers. So really quick, so no one's confused, these are whites, these are White Walkers. White Walkers are the magical ice beings that control the whites. Whites are zombies. So how many White Walkers does the Night King have? So in the books, it seems like there are 99. If they are all indeed Craster's sons, then he has 99. But in the show, we have only ever seen 12 at one time. If he only has 12 White Walkers, then his army is overrated AF. Because listen here, if the White Walkers are killed, the whites they created die with them. So the entire army of the living only needs to focus on killing the White Walkers.
When you killed the White Walker, almost all the dead that followed it fell. Why?
Maybe he was the one who turned them.
We can go for the Walkers. Maybe we'll stand a chance.
If the Night King has 99 White Walkers, then that would make it a little bit harder, but so far it only looks like he has 12, and of those 12, Jon killed 2 and Sam killed 1. So he would only technically now, he would have like, what, 9? Unless he has a stash of White Walkers around. Like, where do those White Walker babies go? Are they just like training? How fast do they grow? Like, these are questions that we just don't have answers to. I mean, I could theorize all day. Maybe I'll do a video on that, but for the sake of this video, it looks like he only has 12 White Walkers. And not even 12 anymore, 9. If he has more White Walkers, why have we never seen them? Are they like babysitting the other babies, like their little brothers? I mean, it just doesn't make sense. So the Night King's army is basically trash. Yeah, he has tons of whites, over 100,000 of them, but they don't dig trenches or launch battle defenses. He doesn't have archers, and 90% of his army are foot soldiers. They won't stand a chance against mounted men. Mance's army was way larger than Stannis' army, but Stannis cut through them like piss through snow.
It's not his men that worry me, it's his horses. I know what mounted knights can do to us. You and Stannis cut through us like piss through snow.
Stannis was outnumbered 5-1, but he still beat them. Having a formation and a plan and also the element of surprise is what helps Stannis. Having no plan and just wild corpses running around like roaches is one of the reasons the Night King's army is trash. The Night King also doesn't have castles. Castles are a huge part of defensive military tactics. The Wall, for example, if you look at the battle between the Wildlings and the Night's Watch was outnumbered, but all of the defenses of the Wall helped them get the W for the Night's Watch. If you look back on the story as a whole, we've seen a lot of people win battles or wars that they should have lost. This seems to be like a reoccurring theme. People winning battles or winning wars that they should have lost. So Robb Stark never loses a battle, but he lost the war.
I've won every battle, but I'm losing this war.
King's Landing is on the verge of falling to Stannis during the Battle of the Blackwater, and just when you think it's falling, Tywin swoops in and saves the day.
The battle is over. We have won.
At the Battle of Castle Black, the Wildlings attacked and the Night's Watch manages to hold the gate. If Mance had attacked again, they would have lost, but Stannis shows up and saves the day. During the Battle of the Bastards, all is lost, and the Vale swoops in and saves the day. It's just a theme in Game of Thrones. It's a theme that who should win logistically never does. The Night King's army looks imposing because he has so many whites, but his army's trash. His army lacks discipline. His army cannot think or make decisions. They just attack. And that's not going to work. Ballistas on the walls of Winterfell shooting out dragonglass bolts can neutralize the giants and possibly even Viserion. 2 opposing dragons could neutralize Viserion. They could really fuck up his day. And then what? And then what do you have? A bunch of corpses battling an opposing army that has planned for them, an opposing army that has the weapons that kill them, an opposing army that can make decisions and think for theirself, an opposing army of mounted men. I mean, look at Benjen. Benjen made light work of the whites on his own with just like a fireball swinging around on a chain. I mean, the whites aren't that fucking impressive. I'm just gonna say it, they're not impressive. The White Walkers though, that's another story. But even them, like, they ain't really shit either. They should be, they haven't had anything to do all of this time, and they suck with an ice spear. They suck. I mean, they just aren't that great. I mean, Sam killed a White Walker. Have y'all seen Sam with a sword? Have y'all seen Sam fight?
I yield. Please, no more.
Yeah, so Sam killed a White Walker. And then Jon killed 2. Now, Jon is a great swordsman. The greatest that ever lived, some say.
I keep hearing stories about you, bastard. The way people in the North talk about you, you're the greatest swordsman who ever walked. Maybe you are that good. Maybe not.
But these White Walkers, they don't give Jon any problems. They aren't great swordsmen, they're like average. Like 2 great swordsmen enter a duel and it goes down like Sir Gawain Cobray and Daemon Blackfire. Like Sir Gawain Cobray of the King's Guard wielded the Valyrian steel sword Lady Forlorn, and Daemon Blackfire wielded Blackfire, and these 2 great swordsmen dueled for an hour. They dueled for an hour on Redgrass Field. Like, that's how an equal footing battle goes down. The hard home shit was Jon's first time having to fight with them. He got tossed around a little bit because he didn't have Longclaw, but as soon as he gets Longclaw back, he swung his sword 2 times, and the White Walker was just snowflakes. He just turned him into snowflakes. And the second walker he fought beyond the wall, it only took him 16 seconds. And if you count the clinks, because I did, it's only 6 clinks of the sword before he turns the White Walker into snowflakes. So a White Walker against a skilled swordsman or swordswoman with Valyrian steel or dragonglass is just not that impressive. If there are 9 White Walkers, which is what the show has shown us so far, then guess what? There are 9 fighters that are equal matches to them, that are actually way better than them, that would turn their ass into shaved ice in a heartbeat. The Hound, Brienne, Arya, Jon, Tormund, Jorah, Grey Worm, Jaime, and Sir Bronn of the Blackwater. If all of them had Valyrian steel, it would be game TF over. Brienne has Oathkeeper, Jon has Longclaw, Arya has Catspaw Dagger, Jaime has Widow's Wail, Tormund has Dragonglass Axe. Give Grey Worm a Dragonglass Spear. Give Jorah Heartsbane, and give the Hound a Dragonglass Axe or a Warhammer. And I'm telling you, the Night King is in serious trouble. I mean, seriously, like, all joking aside, numbers don't mean anything. Robert told Cersei that in season 1.
We still outnumber them.
Which is the bigger number, 5 or 1?
5.
5. 1.
One army, a real army, united behind one leader with one purpose.
So what's the greater number? 5 or 1? The greater number is 1. You could have the bigger number, but if you don't have your shit together, which whites just go crazy, like they jump off cliffs, hit the ground, get up running, all bone scale, like they don't have any method to their madness. They're just crazy. Roaches. So besides the Night King himself, Viserion and the Giants, his army is unimpressive. Viserion and the Giants can be neutralized with dragonglass bolts from ballistas. Whites can be hit with fire from catapults and dragons. And if you kill their masters, then guess what? They die anyway. And their masters are trash as well. So rest your head and do not fear the Long Night, because the Night King cannot win. It might seem like he has all this power and might in this massive army, but the common theme is always this.
When will we have a larger force? We've pleaded with every house that'll have us. The Blackfish can't help us. We're lucky to have this many men.
It's not enough.
No, it's not enough. It's what we have. Battles have been won against greater odds.
But what do you think? Is the Night King's army all it's cracked up to be, or not? I would like to know your opinion. As always, thanks for watching. Thanks to everyone that supports me on Patreon. If you like this video, then please give it a thumbs up. Please click that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and join the Sweet Summer family. Okay, my sweet summer children, have a good day.
Shame.